accidentally cursed myself using the law of attraction. Hey guys, it's Christina Protic, and today I'm going to be telling you this fascinating story. I've wanted to share it for a while, and I believe it's going to help many people. So there is a big popular movement going on around the world, a very specific way of thinking, where people are trying to manifest their desires using the law of attraction and various methods to do this, and it can be extremely dangerous. I am here today to share my personal story and tell you what's been going on in my life throughout the past few years because I got involved in this mindset, in this, I don't want to say cult, but like it's kind of like the New Age movement, but it's just also like a very specific way of thinking. So it's not really a cult, it's not really a religion, but it's a way of thinking. It's what some people call enlightenment. You know, this whole thing that's going on there, it's very, very, very popular, and a lot of people are actively practicing using the law of attraction to benefit their lives and attract the things that they want into their lives, and become your higher self. And I started getting involved in this several years ago. I originally heard about it through Oprah Winfrey and her the time that she started talking about the movie The Secret, and so I watched that, and then I just got more and more involved in it in various ways, and I thought, this looks cool. And even though I'm a Christian, like, I still like claim to be following God, but I was still like kind of involved in this stuff and getting more and more involved in it. And I thought, it just looks cool, it's gonna help me benefit my life, it's gonna attract good things into my life, and you know, it can't be that harmful, it can't be that bad. So I got deeper and deeper into it. So I didn't realize how much harm it was doing to me until recently, like maybe the last year. I finally put two and two together because I started looking back at my life over the past few years and all these things that were happening, crazy and creepy things, and I finally connected it to practicing the law of attraction and using things to manifest my desires. It is very similar to witchcraft, actually, in a lot of ways, and it's very, very dangerous. So I used to use various meditations that I would listen to like open myself up and to attract my desires and kind of become my higher self and that type of thing. So there's one specific meditation that I used to listen to that I believe was particularly very damaging to my life. You're supposed to be in a very relaxed state and channel this like white light energy down through the top of your head and throughout your whole body, and envision it like sending it out into everyone just around you. And you're supposed to like become love and just send everybody love. And it sounds like good or innocent at the time. It did to me. It didn't sound dangerous, but that particular meditation really messed me up in a bunch of ways. So I'm gonna explain, but like, okay, you're sending love to everybody around you, and you're supposed to just, you know, like illuminate and radiate this light and this energy that's flowing down into the top of your head and out through you, and it's supposed to attract your desires. So you're supposed to like envision what you want to happen or a particular thing you want coming to you, and if you do it right, then this thing will happen or come to you. So I used to listen to this one a lot, and guys, I'm gonna warn you, like, when you are practicing law of attraction, you're doing these manifestation techniques and this type of stuff, like I said, it's similar to witchcraft, and a lot of stuff will work for you, which is scary. I mean, you might say, oh, that's great, like I want money to come to me, and I want my dream job and my crush to like me and all these things to happen for for me. But like when you're doing this, it goes against what I am as a Christian, but even if you're not a Christian, it's still dangerous for you, because you are on the throne, you are God, you are claiming to be God of the world, of your life, you are, using these energies, which a lot of times are demonic forces in the spiritual realm. You might not think so, but like, some people have talked about like having spirit guides, and I've known people that have done that. I've never done that, thankfully, because I know that they're demons. But there are, like, if you get involved into that type of stuff, or astral projection is very dangerous. All this stuff can just open you up to the spiritual realm in such dangerous ways, and you can become possessed, or you can become oppressed, or you can become depressed, and you will, because it's just like a dead-end road you're driving down. Because even if you think about it, if you manifest all your desires, if you practice the law of attraction in the exact right way, and you get things to come to you, and you get millions of dollars, you get your dream home, you're still gonna die someday, and that stuff is not going with you. So you manifested it all, you wasted your whole life serving yourself and not getting right with God, And we are not made for ourselves. Like, God created us to know Him, and then to be His vessels, to shine His love, and to tell people about Him. Because that's the only way that we are going to be truly happy and fulfilled. That is how we are designed. That's how the world is designed. So even if you get really good at practicing the law of attraction and manifesting everything you want, it's not going to fulfill you, and it's very dangerous. You rely on yourself, you rely on, your vibrations, your technique, even the spiritual realm, other forces, which could be demonic, which usually are demonic, So the way that meditation that one in particular harmed me was I started doing that one and some others several years ago, and I believe it is directly connected to a whole bunch of problems that happened in my life, that came into my life. So for one thing, when I lived in Tysons, my neighbors and the maintenance crew, many of them became like obsessed with me. One of them in particular was a woman who lived next door, and she was constantly harassing me. She became obsessed with me. She would follow me all the time, and she would come into our apartment without permission. Other neighbors did that too as well. They would come into our apartment without permission. The maintenance crew would make up a reason and come in, when I was asleep, and did all sorts of things that really traumatized me. Like, there was no respect, and I kind of connected the dots that perhaps it was because I was practicing the law of attraction, and I was sending out this energy, this white light, this love to all people, trying to manifest my desires. But when you're doing that, you're actually attracting everything. You become like a super magnet, okay, in the spiritual realm and in the physical, and they don't tell you about this. And you can attract good and bad. You're not just attracting your desires, you're not just attracting the things you want to manifest, you are attracting literally everything into your life. You do directly become like a super magnet, and I saw this in so many ways. So I was attracting all sorts of bad things as well. I have seen all sorts of people become obsessed with me for like no reason. I have seen people follow me all the time for no reason. I just have had the most creepy experiences and the most insane encounters. Like, I have probably 3 or 4 years of stories of something happening like almost every week. Even almost every day I feel that when I go out in public, I something might happen, like it's going to happen. Like I'll go be shopping in Target or Walmart, and it's very frequent I will get followed, and just for no reason. Maybe occasionally somebody will recognize me from YouTube, and you know, they'll want to say hi or get a picture or an autograph. Very occasionally, I'm not that big yet, but that kind of thing will occasionally happen. But most of the time, they'll follow me and they don't know why. So it's weird. This has happened so many times, and it's like I've seen people, you know, get off their path that they were walking on and come talk to me for no reason. I've seen, you know, guys coming out of the grocery store, going to their car. When they see me going into the grocery store about to shop, they will come back right into the grocery store and follow me or try to talk to me. Like the creepiest stuff, guys. So I feel like when I would do that meditation, I feel like that was a really bad, dangerous one. And they don't warn you about that, you know? They want you to get involved in this, to spend money on it, to, you know, grow and manifesting your desires and keep going down this path, but it's so dangerous. So that particular one, I feel like because I was doing that, I feel like I opened myself up into the spiritual realm in dangerous ways, like almost like astral projection, which I've never done, but like it's similar, I think. So I feel like by doing that, I started sending all this energy, this white light or love in the spiritual realm out to everybody. I feel like I started just glowing in the spiritual realm, and people were just, you know, unbelievably drawn to me. And that's why they follow me. That's why they always, strangers want to talk to me all the time. That's why I've had cars drive down and follow me long distances, or even if I'm walking outside, I very rarely can ever walk outside unless it's like a super secluded, safe place, and I just like, because I get followed all the time on walks, and it will be cars or it will be other people. You know, cars driving by will stop, and it's so scary. It's really scary, guys. Like, I've had guys do all sorts of stuff, even at like stoplights. I get anxiety at red lights now, because even if I don't look super attractive, if I like have my hair up and no makeup, and just, you know, I feel like I don't look that good, I still will get hit on. I still will get people coming up to me and saying and doing weird stuff. So, well, the sun is going down, so I'm filming back here, which is darker. So I'm trying to do it on manual setting, but I can't get it exactly right, so it's a little bright. So bear with me for the rest of this video. So yeah, I feel like doing that particular meditation, and probably some other stuff I've been involved with, opened me up in a dangerous way into the spiritual realm and the physical, where it just like started attracting everything and everybody to me. And it just like, I started realizing it recently, like within the last year. I was like, why do I always feel so happy when I finally get alone away from people? Like, they just stress me out so much, and then I realized like a lot of things are coming to me just for no reason, and people are being attracted to me and following me and doing weird stuff, creepy stuff, a lot of creepy stuff, guys. I have countless stories at my jobs of guys just doing the creepiest stuff. You know, not only the normal stuff where they'll stare at you and check you out, creepy stuff where they'll like wait at your car, or they'll be taking pictures and videos of me without my permission, just for no reason. That happens way more than I'd like to talk about. And even if I don't look like pretty, like all dressed up like this, it happens. It happens all the time, and it's stressed me out at so many jobs. Guys will just all of a sudden, you know, get their phone out, start taking pictures of videos of me, just for no reason, or they think I'm pretty, or they want to talk to me. A whole bunch of creepy stuff. Other creepy stuff that would not be appropriate to talk about in this video. It'd probably get demonetized, that guys have done around me. So, But like stuff like where I will be at a red light and a guy will drive up and either honk the horn or roll down the window or make a motion to roll down the window or make like a weird sexy face at me. Like all that stuff has just made me feel so uneasy at red lights. I can't relax at red lights anymore. Every time I feel a car drive up next to me, I'm like, I try not to look because I've had so many creepy experiences. Okay, switch back to auto setting. This might be better. I just have countless, endless, creepy stories of stuff happening like that to me, and I get so sad sometimes because I remember the days years and years ago when I could go for a walk without fear, and just this people weren't following me, weird stuff wasn't happening to me like this. I miss those days, and I really regret getting involved in this deeply in the law of attraction practices and manifestation techniques that the world, it tells you, you know, it's gonna bring you your dream life, and yeah, you might manifest those things, but at what cost? At what price? First of all, you're moving away from God because you're not trusting Him to provide for you. You're not asking Him if these things are good for you. You're just taking them. And you are able to take them with your powers that you can develop. You can get these powers from demonic forces, from Satan, basically. So you can manifest those things, but it's extremely dangerous, and it's at the cost of your soul. It's at the cost of your safety, your health, your mental clarity, your peace of mind, your good conscience. We are not made to like this big movement is telling us, to ascend into our higher self, to ascend into Godhood. This is all from Satan. And, you know, I regret getting sucked into this mindset, thinking that I could be a Christian and still use the law of attraction to manifest my desires, because it doesn't work that way. Like, you have to be either following God or following Satan and yourself. You can't be doing both and like pulling things for myself while I'm saying I'm following God. If God is saying that's not actually good for you, why are you manifesting that? You know, we are meant to follow God. One way road. One way. God is the only way. Jesus is the only way. And He's the one that brings us peace. He is peace. And we are meant to, if you want something, you know, God doesn't have something against giving you good things. No. Like all good and perfect gifts are from above, are from God. God wants to be a good father to us and give us good things in our life, but He wants to give us the right things in the right way, in the right time, without us just going and taking them because we want them, because we can, you know, manifest them. So I felt it was critical to make this video to give this warning to people who are involved in the law of attraction and manifesting your desires and ascending into your higher self. This whole mindset, if you're even a little bit involved with it, get out. Like, be careful, but get out. Like, you can't. And you might say, Christina, oh, you did it the wrong way. You used the wrong meditation and stuff. No, okay, if you want to say that, you know, and you can say whatever you want, but I'm here to share my personal experience that when you are developing yourself like that in the spiritual realm, using those energies and sending out this white light, sending out this love, this radiant energy, trying to attract your desires, you are turning on a magnet in the spiritual realm, and you are going to attract everything. You're going to attract the good and the bad. I was reading, it was either YouTube comments or a forum. I used to read a lot about this, and another lady gave a testimony like this, and she said using the law of attraction was so dangerous for her. She started attracting everything into her life that she didn't want to, and she ended up attracting a car accident because even cars on the road were unexplainably attracted to her. So she said she regretted it, and I'm saying I shouldn't have gotten this involved with it. The only consolation I have now is I'm wiser, sharper, stronger, and it's being used to bring me back to God in a stronger way. And I have an inside knowledge of what goes on, and I can help people, so that's my consolation. But I'm still struggling very much so with the everyday reality of random people following me, coming up to me. I've even been approached in like Target and Walmart and like touched by random people. You don't want random people just coming up and touching you and following you and doing weird stuff. Like, girls and guys have done this to me for the past several years. And I finally, this past year, started putting two and two together. Like, why is all this weird stuff happening to me? Oh yeah, it's because I used that meditation so many times. And I was like trying to attract everything, my desires. And I was like sending out this white light, this loving energy into the spiritual realm, into all people, which is extremely dangerous, okay? As a Christian, you do want to love all people, you want to pray for them, but you don't want to be like sending out this energy, attracting everything into yourself. No, guys, that's extremely dangerous, that's wrong. So, I have been getting back with God and my faith recently. And I'm really, really, really happy about that. I'm really excited about that. But at the same time, I know He has so much work to do, and God can fix things, but like, I need to just fully keep repenting of following that lifestyle and ask God to just, break those strongholds that are in the spiritual realm. Like, I wish I could just go back to years ago when I wasn't afraid of people so much and this weird stuff wasn't happening to me all the time. Like, it's gonna take probably a long time. There are many days and places I go where I actively have to really try to make myself look unattractive and not talk to people as much, just keep my distance, because otherwise weird stuff is happening to me. And I just have so many countless stories. I've touched the tip of the iceberg. I haven't told you guys about just most of the weird, creepy stuff. So I do attribute it a lot, mostly to how heavily involved I was with practicing the law of attraction and manifesting my desires. And like I said, I did manifest some things. And when that happens, you get excited and you're like, oh yeah, I should get deeper into this and I should keep using my powers and, but it's so dangerous, it's not worth it in the end. It creates a prison for yourself, because you can't go out places without worrying that weird, creepy stuff is gonna happen to you. And like, I try to trust God every day and stuff, but it still happens like every day. In my workplaces and in my errands and online. So I'm just here to share my story with you guys, because I know it's a very popular way of thinking now. It's growing and growing. People are, getting involved with like trying to open their third eye and you know, gain more powers, gain more manifestation techniques. There are all sorts of videos about how to manifest your perfect life, how to manifest this, how to do that, and grow in your powers of your higher self. But you know, I think it is good for Christians to like know about this and to, you know, to think about it and to know what's going on, but not to practice it, you know? So yeah, so I've been getting back with God, and it's been really, really good recently, and I want to say thank you so much for over 50,000 subscribers on my channel. When I started coming back to God recently, I was thinking about like, God, I just want to serve you. You know, what can I do with my channel? Should I keep going? Because I know some of my content hasn't always been that honoring to God. I want to really follow Him and honor Him in all my ways. So I was praying about that, thinking about that, and I think God can turn around everything and use it for good. I believe God is going to use my channel with videos like this to help people, to warn people about things I've been through, things I've experienced. So I am dedicating that to Him. I'm giving my channel to Him as a sacrifice. God, you use it how you want. Show me what you want me to talk about and what videos you want me to make. So you guys are going to be noticing a shift in my channel where it's more God focused, it's more Christ centered. It's not going to be so much of crazy balloon videos, which I don't think balloons are wrong, but some of the requests I've been getting to make types of balloon videos and stuff, I don't want my whole YouTube career to go down that road and to be known for that, you know? Like, I want to have a deeper meaning, a stronger purpose, something richer and more fulfilling to focus myself and my content on. I want to draw people to God and to give them hope, and to make videos like this one that can benefit and help so many people, that can steer them off the wrong path and back onto the right path. And the right path, it is straight and narrow, and the way of truth, you know, not as many people find it as the massive big road that's leading to destruction that everybody finds, you know? So you gotta make an effort. It feels like going uphill sometimes. It's not easy. You gotta train yourself. Like, you gotta train yourself to work out and eat healthy. You can't just always do what feels right, you know? And also, touching on this subject, I want to warn people about something I used to listen to a lot, Abraham Hicks, which is so dangerous. Okay, so this lady is growing very, very, very popular, very successful. Her name is Esther Hicks, and she channeled this spiritual guide, which is actually a demon, called Abraham. And she does these long talks about the law of attraction stuff and how to manifest and how to bring good things into your life and feel good. You're always supposed to do what feels good all the time, you know. It sucked me in, and it's sucking a lot of people in. So, like I said, these techniques might work. You might manifest a lot of things into your life. You might start getting your dream life in this world, but it's at the cost of your soul. It's at the cost of where are you going to spend eternity, you know? So I just want to give a warning about her. If you're a Christian listening to her, or even if you're not, don't do it, because it will suck you in. It's very alluring and it's very, very dangerous. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, you're going to be noticing a shift in my channel, a change in the content, a little bit, where I focus more on God and more on videos that can really help people and benefit them in a spiritual way. So thank you if you are here for that. Thank you for listening to me, for sticking with me. There is, you know, even though the law of attraction is growing massively popular in this world, also Jesus Christ is growing massively popular as well, and we are seeing very big celebrities come and turn their lives around and be very bold and open about their faith in Jesus Christ, which I think is very, very encouraging. To name a few I've heard of recently, Kat Von D, Yerky from the 69 Eyes, and Gideon from big famous YouTuber, who have been very open about following Jesus, and I think that's so amazing. Also, this was several years ago, this was a while ago, but Brian Head Welch from the band Korn became very open and very passionate about his conversion to Christ, and he is just like on fire for God. I think it's so beautiful when somebody who's like a really big celebrity just like turns around and follows Christ and says, like, you know, they're gonna choose him even over popularity, massive popularity and massive riches and the lifestyle that they were in. They're putting Jesus first, and I think that's so wonderful. I think that's so beautiful. So God he's the only thing that is worth, you know, being popular and worth following. People are seeing that. People are seeing the emptiness in their souls and their need for Jesus. And if you're watching this and you don't know Jesus, I just want to encourage you to start seeking God, because when you start seeking God, He will draw near to you. So just take that first step, let go of your pride, let go of your ego. You can talk to God anywhere, in any room, wherever you are. Those times when I was choking and I almost died, you can see my video. I think it's called I Almost Didn't Survive This. You can see the stories there, but when I couldn't even talk, in my head I prayed to God, just a few words, and He came and He found me and He rescued me. So you can pray anywhere, you can talk to God at any time, anywhere, and He will come near to you. So I would encourage you to do that. I would encourage you to just start seeking Him. He loves you so much unconditionally, no matter what your lifestyle is, no matter what you've done, no matter where you are today. God wants to be there for you. He wants to be in your life, and He wants to save you. So if you have a Bible, start reading it, or you can Google online. Just start seeking God in the smallest ways. And there's a video, if you want to receive Jesus into your life. I made a video called How to Stop Feeling Depressed Forever several years ago, and that has a salvation prayer that you can say, and you can invite Jesus into your life, and everything will change for the better. It might not always be easy. Sometimes you'll go through hard stuff, but it's always worth it 100%. Okay guys, well, I'm going to close out the video here. If you did enjoy it, please be sure and drop a like. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. I am so happy and I'm so thrilled that you are here. Please hit that subscribe button, and always stay motivated, stay extraordinary, and stay blessed.